Right now, as you're watching this, your brain is actively deleting your life. Hey, can I borrow a moment of your time? Actually, I want to give you time back. If you give me 5 minutes, I promise to give you back what feels like weeks, months, or even years. I'm going to teach you to slow down time, including one specific habit, but more on that later. Everyone's obsessed with living longer. Biohacking, strict diets, cold plunges, we're all trying to add years to our life. But I think we're solving the wrong problem. Because what's the point of living to be 100 if your brain only remembers fractions of it? The rest, it gets tossed in the trash, deleted, forgotten, forever. But what if you could change the settings and learn how to live longer? Let's talk about time. They say there's two types of time. First is objective time. That's the clock ticking away, and there's really nothing we can do about that. It's the same for everyone. Then there's subjective time. That's how we feel or experience time. And it's largely regulated through our memories. Today, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for how to expand the experience of time and how to make your life feel a lot longer and a lot more meaningful. Hi, I'm Ken. I'm currently on a micro-retirement, reflecting my way through Southeast Asia, talking about purpose, happiness, and everything in between. Right now, I'm on a tiny island called Don Det in southern Laos. And there's something strange about this place. Time seems to move slower here. People talk slower, the river flows slower, every day feels longer. Neuroscience calls this the holiday paradox. It explains that weird feeling when you're on vacation, time just flies by, but when you look back at it, it seems to have lasted forever. Why? Because your brain hates routine. It's trying to optimize your memories by only capturing what's important. When you're experiencing something new, everything seems important. New smells, new tastes, new experiences. Who is that guy? What is that thing? What does that sign say? Your brain is capturing, and storing all of these memories. But when you're living a life of routine, doing the same thing over again, the same commute, the same meetings, the same gym, the same cafe, your brain says, well, I've seen this before. I don't need to waste space on this. So it just hits delete. So when it feels like your life is just flying by, it's not because time has sped up. It's because you're not making meaningful memories. I call this zombie mode. You know that feeling when you drive home from work, park the car, and realize you don't remember the drive at all. That's zombie mode. You were there physically, but you weren't there mentally. I have to be honest, I lived in zombie mode for a long time. I spent nearly 20 years working, tech, consulting, big companies, startups, and looking back, I was optimizing my life away. I was so addicted to efficiency, so addicted to clearing my inbox, that I forgot to actually experience the things I was doing. When you rush, you aren't present. And when you aren't present, your brain doesn't hit save. It wasn't until I moved into my camper van in Spain earlier this year that the clock finally stopped ticking. And it didn't stop because I was relaxing. It stopped because everything was new. I was figuring out where to park for the night, how to fix a leak, how to find my way around a new town. Because the novelty was so high, my brain woke up. It started recording in high definition again. Those 6 months in the van gave me more vivid memories than the previous 5 years of work combined. That's why I'm here in Laos. I realized that comfort is the enemy of time. If I want my life to feel long, if I want to feel alive, I have to keep things slightly uncomfortable. This reminds me of one of my core values, adventure, filling my life with experiences big and small, or in other words, actively creating memories. But I get it. You might not be able to just quit your life and take a micro-retirement in Asia. So here's how you can do this at home, right where you are. First, seek novelty. Novelty tells your brain, hey, pay attention, this is new. Take the long way home, walk into a shop you've never visited. Talk to someone who doesn't look like you. Second, radical presence. We use our phone to kill time. Waiting for the bus, we scroll. Waiting for coffee, we scroll. But boredom is actually good for you. When you simply exist in the moment, when you watch the light hit the water, you're giving your brain a chance to record. You are stretching time. And finally, the save button. And this is the hack that I promised in the beginning. I've started journaling every single evening. It's not a diary, it's a backup drive. By writing down just 2 or 3 sentences about what happened during the day, I am locking in that memory. I'm making sure that it doesn't get deleted by my super efficient brain. Thanks, brain, but I think I'll keep this memory. We are so distracted that we're missing our own lives. So here's my challenge to you. Don't worry so much about living longer. Instead, focus on being alive. Because the short life that you actually remember is worth a lot more than a long life you forgot. Stop killing time and start taking it back.